Hi guys, how's it going? We are gonna try something different on Mr. Frog here now that all of his glue has dried. He's starting to finally look like he's gonna hold together for us. It took everything I had not to try this stuff ahead of time because, like I said, I personally have never dealt with this before. It is a concrete patch. So it's actually pre-mixed, slightly thick concrete. So I'm hoping that this will just fill these big holes that we've got going on here. And since I've got this little glop on my finger, let's just test the theory and see if that'll go in nice. Now, I am not even kind of worried about getting it absolutely perfect because I can't always go in with my Dremel or some sandpaper and smooth him out if I need to. The main goal here is to get him to where he won't fall apart as soon as I pick him up, which, I'll be honest, I did test that and he did actually hold together with being moved. Because if you follow my page on Facebook, you'll see that I did a little project with one of my welcome mats. So I needed my workspace for that for a little while. Now, I said something my last video that I will say again. If you're doing stuff like this, it is suggested to wear gloves. I just personally end up destroying the gloves as soon as I try to put them on. So I'll skip that. We may have to go in and shape that a little bit, but maybe... Actually, I am a lot of things, but a sculptor is not one of them, so we're just trying to keep it nice and smooth here. Not terrible, right? Obviously got to work on the back a little bit. The back's not so smooth, but the front's looking pretty good. Let's see if we can do this without pushing the front back out. And I've decided, I think, once he's no longer all patchy and looking like Frankenfrog, I think he is going to be Freddy. Unless somebody has a better name that they think will fit him. But he is definitely starting to look a bit more like something that you actually want to have in your garden. Now, I would love to hear what you guys think. If you think I should look to rehome him once he's ready to go, or if you'd like to see how he ends up, if he ends up living in my garden. Lord knows there will be no shortage of cute little things that will end up in my garden. Because there's just no way you can rebuild something on this level and not get at least a little bit attached to it. Let's see if we can fix this huge chunk on the back here. My stuff ran away. And once again, I will link you, same as always, in the comments as to what product in specific I'm using. And like I said before, this is a new project idea for me. I've never tried using the pre-mixed like this. I've only ever done the glue that's in the tube that you saw me use the last two videos. But I think I might have to add this to my arsenal because this stuff actually does seem to be doing a nice trick filling in these holes. and smoothing out to match the concrete around it. And once again, it'll end up being a couple of days probably before I can update on this guy, because we've got to let this dry before we do anything else. And I'm hoping once we've got him, once this dries, I can just do a quick sand to take any of the bumps and stuff out, and then we can actually start primering him, which I think he'll need a pretty good couple layers of primer. Just one more thing to help hold him together, because he's old and delicate, and that's okay. I think a lot of things and a lot of people are just barely holding it together, but we can make it look pretty at least. I think. Oh, that's handy. Just so you know, if you do use your fingers, it rubs right off once it dries. That'll make cleanup a whole lot easier. Should never be afraid to get your hands dirty. Get a nice little mushy area here. And I'm gonna go in, see if you can see this. He's got this little spot where, let's see. See how he's actually lost just like a small layer there, like it's getting ready to go again. So we're gonna come in there and just fill that up. Try and keep his shape nicely without letting that crack grow. I'm going to cheat a little bit here. You're likely to see this little guy pop up quite a bit. This is my handy little pocket screwdriver, paint can opener, concrete shaper, and generally just all around handy little tool. He did exactly what I needed there. And we're actually going to use him. And if you are somebody who gets upset at seeing tools used for everything except what they're supposed to be used for, I do apologize for that one, because I don't know if I've ever actually used this guy on a screw as long as I've had it. I'm sure it'll get there eventually, though. It's always fun. I think this stuff is actually going to be quite handy, and something I think I will keep around from now on, because it does seem to just slide right where I want it to, and the excess is so easy to clean off. And in another video, I actually had a suggestion made that I think I'm gonna have to try out, though obviously it's a little too late on this guy. But someone told me that JB Weld actually works really well for putting stone and concrete back together. So I have actually one of my favorite projects that I've done did not make the move particularly well, and he rebroke. So maybe we'll do a video testing out the JB Weld theory on him, because I would love to see him up and big and beautiful in my garden again. But for projects like this, I think I'm going to have to definitely, unless it just doesn't solidify, I think I'm going to actually have to say I like this product. It is just working so well and filling in these holes so well. He's looking a little bandaged at the moment, but look how many less cracks and breaks we have and places that are filled in nicely, which is the idea. We want him to come back to being a whole frog. Sorry, I went the wrong direction for a second there. Actually, we're going to keep him right here. We're going to work on this little spot here for a second. But I think, actually, I'm going to go in and fill these last couple of holes. But it is time for me to sign off for today. I'm trying to keep these videos from getting too long. And next time you see me, we will be sanding this gentleman down and see if we can't get him up to his former glory. I'll see you guys next time.